look for the Easy Open Red Arthritis Cap.
All the goodness of milk, all the deliciousness of Hershey's syrup. Squeeze, stir, share.
There's chicken, and then there's juicy chicken. The difference is Hellmann's. Hellmann's is the secret to making Parmesan-crusted chicken so juicy and so delicious, you can make dinner disappear. Hellmann's, bring out the best.
Oh, we're almost there.
If your bladder is calling the shots, you may have a medical condition called overactive bladder, or OAB.
Again? But we just went.
Ask your doctor about Mirabegron, to treat the OAB symptoms of urgency, frequency, and leakage.
Seriously? It's time to go to the doctor.
Mirbetriq is the first and only medicine in its class for OAB.
Mirbetriq may increase your blood pressure. Mirbetriq may increase your chances of not being able to empty your bladder. Tell your doctor right away if you have trouble emptying your bladder or have a weak urine stream. Mirbetriq may affect or be affected by other medications, so tell your doctor about all the medicines you take. Before taking Mirbetriq, tell your doctor if you have liver or kidney problems. Common side effects include increased blood pressure, common cold symptoms, urinary tract infection, and headache.
If your overactive bladder is calling the shots, ask your doctor about Mirbetriq. Visit mybladder.com to see if you're eligible for a year's worth of savings on Mirbetriq.
This spring, let's make this yard come alive. Let's green it up and trim it up. Let's figure out this, check out this, and wipe out that. Pocket all this, and then let's throw down. Yard of the month? No, let's do yard of your life. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Grab easy color that lasts all year long. Earthgrown mulch, 3 bags, $10.
My mother and my grandmother are very old-fashioned. I think we both are clean freaks.
I used to scrub the floor on my knees.
I've mastered the art of foot cleaning.
Oh boy, that drives me nuts.
It gives me anxiety just thinking about how crazy they get.
Oh wow, Swiffer wet jack.
You guys should try this.
It's so easy.
Oh my.
I just washed this floor.
If I didn't see it, I won't believe it. It did my heart good to see you cleaning.
Yeah, your generation has all the good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We're back with the inspiring story of two people who were determined to make a better life for themselves. They met in a shelter and were able to eventually move out. And now they've made it their mission to help others do the same. We'll talk to them in just a moment. But first, their story from NBC's Janet Shamlian.
Lunch is now being served.
It's lunch hour at a shelter in Alexandria, Virginia.
Okay, and you want salad in a bowl?
While many volunteer here, no one has the experience of the couple serving today.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
Resurrection and Devin, behind the counter, used to be in front of it, hungry and homeless.
I know when the first person came up to the counter, I kind of remembered. I went back to me being on that side and me being that person who needed food.
It happened after Resurrection lost her massage therapy studio in the recession and her house to foreclosure.
Call us and get inside.
Even with a business background, she had trouble navigating the world of social services.
What would you like?
A struggle that convinced her, when back on her feet, she'd help others do the same.
When people leave shelters like this one, most hope never to return. They want to leave homelessness behind. But clearly, Resurrection and Devin aren't most people.
It was an unusual courtship. They met at a shelter.
They would play chess together, you know, they were sort of inseparable.
And they have been ever since. When Devin got a full-time job, they moved in together. And last August, in the shadow of the Jefferson Memorial, they married. With Resurrection still in her wedding dress, the couple celebrated by handing out meals to the homeless.
What made you do that on your wedding day? We really wanted to sort of give back and also pay tribute to how we met. So we have donations.
But it was just the start.
These are housewarming gifts.
Helping people leave shelters has become a full-time passion. The lives changed are now more than their own.
She's been there. So that's the first person I called, and she went to work immediately, helped out.
Resurrection helped Shanora keep a roof over her head when times got tough.
This work was just really something that I felt was a part of my calling. So to help people to really overcome, not maintain their poverty or maintain their situation, but to actually overcome it. I think is really special and something that's needed.
A young couple remembering where they came from and leading by example. For today, Janet Shamlian, NBC News, Alexandria, Virginia.
Resurrection, Grace and Devin, good morning to both of you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Resurrection,
Thank you for having me.
3 years ago, you were at a pretty low point in your life. You end up in a shelter. I'm thinking the idea that you'd be finding love there was probably the last thing on your mind.
Absolutely. Certainly did not go to a shelter to look for a man.
But you spotted Devin, and it was just a match made in heaven right away?
It was. I felt led to go to this particular shelter, and quite honestly, when he looked at me, it was kind of one of those avatar moments. I like to describe it, and I just felt like he was looking through me. So it was very beautiful, magical, as he would say.
And Devin, you made a beautiful bride and groom and the Jefferson Memorial, and then handing out the food. Was that something that the two of you had talked about that you wanted to do to celebrate your wedding?
Yes, it's something we discussed and something we thought would be a great idea and something different, and we went on ahead and did it.
And what was the feeling of doing that, of finding this new place, this wonderful new place in your life, and remembering those who haven't quite reached where you're at?
It was a great feeling. It was a beautiful day. My wife looked gorgeous. Yeah, we went out. We helped the homeless. We fed them.
And there was a guy in particular that we have in one of our pictures that was really, really inspired and happy that we came out.
Resurrection, as you know, sometimes the homeless can be invisible in our society. Yes. You are quite visible with what you've done. What do you want people to know about the folks like yourselves who ended up in places like that?
Well, my husband is a veteran, a military veteran. I was an entrepreneur. And what we like to tell people is that homelessness, one, can happen to anyone. It's unfortunate, but homelessness, every homeless person has their own story. People become homeless for different reasons. And so we just want to encourage people to make them visible, to remember that they are still people, and they're just without a home. So if we can help them to overcome their adversity, then they'll be tax-paying citizens. Many of them are because they're working. So if we can help them to just get back on their feet and lend that helping hand, then I think we'll make the world a better place.
Well, that is a very inspiring and important message. Thanks again for sharing it with us. Congratulations to the two of you, and best of luck.
Thank you.
All right. We're back right after this.